Do you remember what the topic is?
No.
The topic is, should women or men feel any type of way if their significant other asks them to drop a few pounds?
Would you feel some type of way if I asked you to drop a few pounds?
No. I ask you all the time, like, how do I look? Do I need to lose weight? Do I look too fat? Like, do my hips look too wide? Because my hips be looking too wide at times.
Man, I told you I'm an ass man, so I like ass. So I'm not gonna tell you if you look too fat. You know what I mean? Especially
But
if
it's the
your ass is
difference
fat.
between booty and me looking big.
Well, I mean, honestly, I feel like you should be self-aware enough to be like, I need to do something about this.
Because I put the post up a few days ago on Facebook, and you see
Mm-hmm.
a few women said that's a no. It is a lot of women who be like, no, they should just love me for how I am.
But that's bullshit.
Why do you say it's bullshit?
Because it is, bro. Like that's just so that's all right. Okay. So if you meet me in shape, or if you meet me at a certain size, but then over time I just get bigger and bigger, and I'm talking about just let myself go. Like that's you'll start to get turned off by that, and then certain things we won't be able to do, certain shit that we used to could do. So then sex life, sex life go down the drain. You know what I mean? Sex life go down the drain. Like everything go down the drain. Like so, that's selfish as fuck. Like I said, you should be self-aware enough to the point where I shouldn't even have to tell you, hey, you need to lose a few pounds. You know
I
what I mean?
mean, sometimes you don't know. So it's not about being
Fuck you mean
self-aware.
you don't know?
Sometimes you just don't know. I didn't know that. So you remember a few months ago, I started to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
I started gaining it back after the surgery.
Mm-hmm.
After I got my tooth removed, I didn't know I was gaining weight like tremendously, like that fast. I knew my body felt off because I was a lot more tired, and I still am, but it wasn't that I tried to put something on and I just was like, ew.
There you go.
But you don't know off rip.
I mean, you ain't gotta know off rip. It will take an event. You know what I mean? It will take something to happen for you to be like, oh nah, this ain't it.
So when have you felt like that?
I feel like that every day. That's why my ass go to the gym in the morning. That's why my ass go to the gym in the evening.
I keep jumping on you like that. All right, so going back to being how you used to be when we first met.
Mm-hmm.
When we first met, I was 120 pounds, skinny with a big head.
When we first met, man, I was in football shape. I think I was like 185. But that's a difference though. Like, nigga, we was in high school.
Hey,
We were in high school. Everybody know as you get older, bro, your walk around weight it increases. So that's why you just have to work 10 times as hard. Like your metabolism slow down as you get older, especially when you stop doing certain shit.
all right. So speaking as a woman who's had 4 kids,
Mm-hmm.
what if I can't drop the weight?
But then you just need help. Like it's that you just need outside help. Like I'm not saying it's that simple, but
Like, say if me and you met in our 20s,
mm-hmm.
and I was 120
Mm-hmm.
when you met me in our 20s, and right now my current weight is like 160.
Mm-hmm.
You would want me to get back to 120?
Why would I want you to get back to 120? We damn near 30 now.
That don't mean nothing. You said when we first met.
What you talking about?
You said you will want your significant other to look the way they looked when we first met.
No, I didn't.
So what you say?
I didn't say that.
What'd you say?
I said it's a difference between looking the way you looked when you first met and then now.
That's not what
All in all, in the perfect world, you should have self awareness, right? Let me backtrack. You should have self awareness, right? In the perfect world, right? But in the imperfect world like we live in today, right? You will not have self awareness. In the imperfect world, right? Everybody's not gonna have self awareness. But then again, it's like I said, it will take events to happen for you to become self aware, right?
mm-hmm.
Like I thought I was straight. You know what I'm saying? Like no bullshit. I thought I was straight. Then I started playing football. I was like, maybe I ain't as just straight as I used to be. You know? That's how I graduated, bro. Like, fuck this shit. But
We
then
started getting big before you talking about graduated high school or college?
college,
We and you started getting big before you graduated college. Because when I graduated, I was almost 200 pounds. And
you
I was almost 200 pounds. I was,
when you graduated what? College?
yeah, I was almost 200 pounds.
When you graduated, I was in the military by then, and I had lost all that.
Yeah, but we were still getting big together before that. I was almost 200 pounds
I mean, but we also was
before
going through
you.
shit too.
I'm talking about before you, you know what I'm saying? Before you were still in college.
When,
When I was almost, like when I was huge.
like you said, like I said, bro, like in a perfect world, you'll have self awareness, right? But it'll take events to happen for you to really notice it, right? We didn't notice it. Honestly, we was focused on other shit.
I was cooking up a storm, but I was cooking the wrong stuff.
Yeah,
Like we was eating steaks all the time
yeah,
and my crab dip all the
yeah. I
time and
mean, but that's
hot wings. The two, you gotta remember when we first met, like you said, we was in high school, we was riding the city bus, we had to walk everywhere. Then when we got car,
mm, that's not even the case. Like
I
niggas
mean
just got lazy.
that had large part though.
Niggas just got lazy. Man, that's plain and simple. They just got lazy. Like
Well, I won't lazy. I'm gonna just say that I was tired. That's what I was.
at the end of the day, bro, like you you prioritize sleep over health, but over your physical health, right?
I mean, when I was going to get sleep,
I'm
you
just
gotta.
saying, like it's everybody got a choice.
But isn't sleep part of your health?
You're right, but it's just a part. Like you said, it's a part of it.
All
And
right.
like I said, you prioritize sleep over your physical health. It's not. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
You know what really like made me I can laugh about it now, but like you remember it. We was at your cousin party and your uncle was like, "You there? She ain't miss no meals."
Who said that?
Your uncle.
Which one? You could tell that nigga ain't miss no meals either. Like he,
But I'm just saying, like, he tried to whisper it and he didn't think I heard him. But I did. And I had on a dress. It was a long dress and it wasn't fitted because I knew I was bigger than I was. But I didn't see them for a few months.
mm-hmm.
And when he said that, that just made me uncomfortable.
You said it didn't.
It did.
Oh.
It made me realize I wanted to go home. I didn't even want to go stay at the party. I wanted to go home. Um, but that was like the biggest wake up call for me. What about coming from a man's point of view, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we discovered that I have issues with my thyroid. Then you got women that go through PCS. You got women that just go through a lot of. It's harder for us to lose weight off rip anyway. It's harder for women to lose weight than it is for a man.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard you complain too much about my weight with everything I got going on. And I ain't nowhere near how I was when we got in shape 2 years ago.
So what's your question?
Would you tell me, babe, you need to drop a few pounds?
I wouldn't tell you that.
What would you say?
I wouldn't say that. But
But I
what
know
I
what you would
would.
say because you've said it before. So you gotta
So so so
explain.
so so what would I say?
Explain what we do.
Huh?
Explain what would you explain how we go what we go through.
Man, I can't really explain it, bro. Like it's just something that had to happen. Like most of the times, like I wouldn't say most of the time I wouldn't say nothing. I just be like, come on, babe, let's go work out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I just be like, come on, babe, let's go work out. And then you be like, all right, or you be like, I don't feel like it. And then I be like, you sure you don't feel like it? You sure you don't want to work out? And then I make you think about it twice. And then you be like, okay, give me a minute. Sometimes. And then sometimes you're like, babe, let's just work out tomorrow. And then I get upset. And then that's when you'll start to think, you like, am I really that bad? Do I really look that bad? And I'll just be like, no,
So you be sugarcoating.
I don't sugarcoat nothing. I just make you think. Like I shouldn't. The thing is, like I don't sugarcoat it, but I make you think about it.
Mhm. Yeah, you do.
What I do, what I do is make you evaluate yourself.
I hate when you do that though, cause like I could want a cheesecake. You know, I love cheesecake. That's my favorite. Do you need that cheesecake? Like, why would you do that?
Man,
And you see me drooling, like about to smash this cheesecake.
I
You're
mean,
like, do you really need it? But when it come to you, you don't do it. You don't be like, do I really need it?
I do it.
You do it sometimes, not all the time.
Man, reason I can give you a good reason for that too. I'm more active than you.
Yeah, but you're not in 100% shape.
No, but I know for a fact that the next morning I'm gonna shit it out.
You
I
might
go,
fart it out
but I go to PT, and every day I go to PT, I take a shit. So
and then come home and blow up the eye bathroom.
exactly. So with that being said, bro, like I know for a fact, like it's not that it's not gonna hurt me as bad as it would hurt you. That makes sense.
Mm, I couldn't agree to disagree on that because it is, and no matter how much you shit it out, it's still getting in your blood. The sugar is still getting.
You're right.
It's affecting your glucose.
You're right.
I said glucose.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it's affecting it,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's still going here.
Mm-hmm.
So how much of a difference is it?
How much of a difference is it? I mean, like I said, I'm much more active than you throughout the whole week.
But is that an excuse?
No, it's not an excuse. But that's why I don't do it often.
I don't do it often.
Didn't say you did.
All right then. So how is it a difference?
Because you just sat here and said women have a harder time with losing weight.
All
So
right, you got me. So if I say, babe, I need you to, you're getting a little wide.
I respect that. And then I'll be going to the gym much more than what I do now.
Mm.
So that's how you feel. Think I'm getting wide.
You know I like a belly.
Yeah, I got a little pudge.
I like a belly, but at the same time, it's not about what I like at the end of the day because of your job.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how you are. You just as bad as I am. Like, babe, these look too tight on me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna deny that. But that's just me being honest with myself.
me too. I was being honest with myself when I put these jeans on this morning.
I'm just saying, like, you saying I'm just as bad as you. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, my job requires me to be self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm not, then that just means I don't give a fuck. I gotta be self-aware. I gotta be real with myself. I gotta tell myself, hey, nigga, you getting a little big, or hey, bro, you need to go run, or that's why I said like I don't with you like I don't sugarcoat nothing with you, but I do make you think about it because I do the same with myself.
So, my standpoint
Mm-hmm.
as a woman,
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with most women.
As far as what?
Them saying that a man should love you for you.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, yes. But physically, just like we're attracted to what we're attracted to, so are men.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like you hear all the time, men are visual. So therefore, right, if you can't catch your man eye, then somebody else will.
right, just like with some women, they like they'll go for a man who make probably say 40,000 a year.
That
Then
ain't
they come
shit.
across, but he's a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that ain't shit. I'm not putting that
No,
down.
no, no. I mean, I'm saying like that's how they'll think like that. Most women think like, oh, 40,000 ain't shit.
Long as, but put it in the trash. Go put that in the trash first. Go put it in the trash first. Yeah, but I forgot where I stopped at. Oh, I was saying. So most women could be dating a good guy, make 40,000 a year,
Mm-hmm.
spends money on them, but they come across a guy who make probably 110.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna say, "Oh, sorry, nope, I need to go with him because he makes the most money." You treat them terrible. Well, that guy that makes 110 a year can treat that female terrible, but still look at the guy that makes $40,000 a year. Look at him like he's a bum.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's how certain women are, and men look at the physical, monetary versus physical.
Mm-hmm. I don't feel like you can compare that though.
I'm
Like we gon'
saying the first thing a man looks at, it seems like to me, is the physical. The first thing a woman would notice is what you got on. The watch, chain, what you drive, your shoes. I'm not
mm-hmm.
gonna lie, I look at shoes. Because if you can't take care of your shoes,
I mean, yeah.
you know, you can have on a white tee and some Fruit of Loom sweats for all I care. If your shoes ain't right, if they like,
Hmm.
I don't know.
I get it. I get what you're saying. I mean, that makes sense.
But like I was saying, speaking on the physical, if you was to say, babe, come on, let's get your shit and we going to work out, I'm gonna go work out because that's how you want. That's how you want me to look. Then okay, I'm going to try to give you what you want, but not just for you though. Because when I got in shape, I didn't get in shape for you.
Mm-hmm.
It made me feel good about myself too.
Okay. So you speaking on you, right? But for most women, right? What would you what would be your suggestion? Be your suggestion for
All right, so back what we was
what would be
saying.
your suggestion for those people who want to tell their significant other that they need to hit the gym or shed a few pounds, but don't know how to?
I don't know. Because we talk shit all day, every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Be sensitive about it just a little bit. But still tell them, just outright just tell them, like, babe, like, I love you, but you gained a little weight.
But your post was saying like, how can you love somebody and still want them?
No, I said can. My okay. My Facebook post said, "Can a man still love their lady?"
Mm-hmm.
What exactly did it say? Pull it up, because I can't remember. I can't remember word for word. Right there. Can your significant other ask you to drop a few pounds and still love you for how you are? That was just a question. I didn't say they can or can't.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I feel like out of love and respect, if your significant others come to you and say, "Hey, you're getting a little on the heavier side. Let's hit the gym. Let's do it together like how me and you do," is not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you was to come up and was like, "Hey, you getting a little fat," you know what I'm saying? You need to do something about that. That's the problem. Don't come at me like that, because then we definitely have a problem. But you work out with me.
Yeah.
You push me in like the best way possible.
Even though you hate me for it.
I don't hate you. Stop saying that, because I don't hate you.
You do.
I don't even let the kids say hate. Like, stop doing that.
Well, you dislike me for it. How about that?
I do dislike you sometimes. Long as you don't treat me how Mike did. What's her name? Sheila. Hell no. Just don't do that. Be Troy.
Who?
That was the officer name, Troy.
No, I ain't know. I was like, who?
You seen the movie. If you treat me like Troy, I'll turn into Angela.
Well, if I treat what?
If you don't do me like Troy, I'll turn into Angela. The one who's like, Marcus! Nah, but for real, like on some real stuff, like that shows you that in that movie, when it comes to weight, and 9 out of 10, her weight was from depression on top of probably having kids. I don't know if they had kids. I know in the play she had kids, but in the movie, I don't think she had kids. Either way, but you see with a difference of, you can see the difference of how one man is versus the other. One man just kept calling her fat ass, and the other man worked out with her, encouraged her to live a healthier life. That's what I'm saying in short words.
I mean, that's because that dude ain't want to be with her from the get.
Because of he did have another.
Yeah.
He was eyeing somebody else.
Yeah, but you would rather for your significant other. You would rather for me to approach you like, "Hey, come on, babe, let's go hit the gym," rather for me to come up straight to you like, "Hey, look, you're getting a little big. It's time for you to do something about it."
Yeah.
So, say for instance, a man does do that, right? Mm-hmm. What if the woman still takes offense to it?
I guess it depends on that man. If I was to take offense to it, right? What would you do?
Man, first we'll get into an argument. Because fuck you getting offended for, because I'm telling you, hey, we need to hit the gym.
And as soon as you curse at me during the argument, we curse at each other all day, but as soon as you curse at me during the argument, I'm right back at it with you. So, yeah, it's guaranteed an argument.
I mean, so then if you get offended, honestly, if you get offended by it, then I'm like, all right, bet, just leave it alone. Then obviously you just don't care about what I think or how I feel.
We probably gotta get your baby. All right, so I snorted. You heard it. Mm-hmm. But what would you say to women who feel like if your man asks you to lose weight, it's because he's looking at another female?
I feel like that's not true. If a man asks you to, I feel like this. If your man asks you to lose weight, then it's because he wants you to become appealing to him, like I just said. Because obviously you're becoming unappealing to him.
So
So if he's asking you to lose weight, right? That's essentially like that warning. That's just what I know from people that I talk to.
what about you?
Me personally, I just want to see you become the best version of yourself. I tell you that all the time. I
Mm-hmm.
tell you that all the time. Like I just want you to be the best version of yourself.
But the best version of what I think I am, or you.
Of what you think you are. You constantly tell me how you want to look, how you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to wear.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, like if I know these things, I wouldn't be a very good husband if I didn't tell you, hey, come on, let's go make that change so you can do these things.
I agree.
So that being said, like that's just me trying to help you get to where you get you where it's me trying to help you get you to where you want to be.
Okay. But final thought. No, I do not agree with most women that says if he don't love me for me, then I'm out. Or he can go. I'm not. I don't agree with that.
I mean, cause if you're a slob, bro, of course, like I'm not gonna put up with that shit.
It's the difference between being a voluptuous woman and being a slob.
Like I said, exactly, it's a difference, right? It's a difference.
You can be big
Hmm.
and still look better than and outdress, outdo anything.
But that's
Then
not what I said. I said if you're a slob, I'm not gonna sit there and stand for it.
you mean so if I walk around, if I get big with stains on my shirt, 24/7 holes, and I go
And
outside with
you don't care
a
about your
red right
appearance or nothing like
here.
that. Like, yeah, of course, like I'm not standing for that shit. Like if you get to a certain size and you just start to not care
Mhm.
about how you look or how other people see you or how you portray yourself to the world, right? Cause think about it, we got 4 kids, bro. Like that's not only embarrassing for you or for me, it's embarrassing for them. So with
Mhm.
that being said, like if you start to not care about how you look and how you appeal to others, then I'm not standing for that shit.
Yeah. I mean, like if people go on our TikTok page or on my Facebook page, which they need to follow us on, they'll see we our kids work out with us,
Yeah.
and
And
we
no,
don't. I don't go outside in pajamas. I don't go outside with a scarf on my head. I'm not judging women that do. I'm not doing that, and my kids not doing that. That's how I was taught to not do. Me and my sister, my dad wouldn't even let us go on the porch with slippers on. I do the cat the same way. We can't even go to the corner store in pajamas or slippers. Like I won't stand for it. No bonnets, no none of that.
I mean, for me it was different. I used to go to school in slippers, but
Yeah, that's you and I. Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, as I got older, like I realized that's not appealing. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And it just goes to show like what type of mind state I was in. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in that I don't give a fuck type of mentality. And when you're in that type of mentality, like certain shit you just I mean, certain shit you just don't care about. You put other things before that.
Mhm.
Like I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like now if you
Hold
don't
on.
like I'm saying, now that I'm older and I start to see that I start as I got older, I started to see that you know the way you look can get you further than can get you much further in life. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So I started to see that and I started to change. You know what I mean? And once I started to change the way I look or my thought process on that, I started to change my thought process on a lot of things, which turned out to be for the better. So,
You know what I'm thinking about?
but,
When we was about to go to the movies, and he was like, "Bro, we just going to the movies." When you had on them basketball shorts, t-shirt, and some Nike slides, and I was like, "I'm not going with you looking like that," and we didn't go.
man, bro, at the end of the day, like I said, different mindset, different person.
I was not going with you nowhere looking like that.
Man, but
The same thing for Nas when he get older.
man, most
Teach him
definitely.
the same thing. It don't take nothing to put on a white tee, some sweats, or some basketball shorts with a nice pair of sneakers. It don't take much for guys.
So it won't the outfit, it was the shoes.
My God, you had on, for one, you know
First
I
of all, don't
hate.
call me your uncle. Don't do that shit.
For one, you know I hate when people say, I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
You was busting up memes. You remember you used to bust some memes that me and you used to get in arguments. I'm like, bro, why you just don't pull your pants up? And you used to be like, why is it bothering you so much? Like that shit used to like really piss me off. I should punch for your.
Different times.
You used to bust a meme say you probably had on some basketball shorts that had a hole in it, but your
Bullshit.
favorite line used to be, "But these comfortable. I'm comfortable."
Basketball shorts with a hole in it? That's crazy.
You got some now that you walk around the house in.
Yeah, the house, nigga. Like,
Either way, it was something about the basketball shorts. I don't remember exactly. Then if you go somewhere, you could at least go to the corner store like how you've been doing. Go to the corner store and get a white tee. You ain't feel like doing that. And you had on some Nike slides with some socks. Like, no, look like something. You going out with me. You supposed to like wanna look like something when you out with the lady of your life. Like just like you want us to look like something. You would want me to look like something. What if I go out here going to the movies in a bonnet?
to be honest, bro, like at that point in time in my life, I didn't care.
Yeah, I did. Always did.
I ain't care about shit. Like, but that was then. This is now.
Mm-hmm. Either way, like I said, do I agree with most women? Well, let me stop saying most. Do I agree with some women who says that you should get a new man if he feel like you're not good enough or blah 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 blah? No. When it comes to the weight thing, me, I want mine to let me know if I'm getting out there. If I'm getting out there, I need to do something about it, and he needs to help me.
Man,
He needs to help
but
me.
that's another thing though. Like, does he need to? Like, is it a must that he does?
For me, motivational. Yeah,
So what if he just can't in those moments that you want him to?
that's a different. But if you just saying, "Hey, you getting fat," and then you just sit back, kick your feet up with a beer in your hand, and watch TV, like
No, I'm saying though, like, of course, like, I feel like this. Yes, at times we should be able to work out together, but at times you should be able to work out on your own as well.
I agree. But like you said, at times you do it together. I'm not saying all the time. Did we work out together all the time? No, not saying that. But does it help? Yeah, I told you that. You seen that. So,
I just feel like you should be able to do it on your own as well.
I just said that.
Like, more so than not. Like, yes, I actually be able to get you going, but
And that's all I need. That's all I'm saying. Just keep get me going. Nobody ever said that I never said that I can't work out on my own. I never said that. He grinning at me. But I be tired because of that. You hear it? I hear it 24/7.
Man, yeah.
On top of health reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, you know.
So, can a man not be tired?
I never said that.
Just asking.
Yeah. Obviously, you tired 24/7.
I work all day. And then I come
Before
home.
you even came here.
And then I come home. And I gotta deal with y'all crazy ass all day.
Even before you enlisted, you was tired. Well, am I getting too big now?
You said, are you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Nah, you not.
So what's your final thought?
I feel like we need to hit the gym.
Bet. Detox first.
You know it.
Alright. Alright. Stop. Stop. And I'm bloated. Stop. And I'm tired because I'm gonna come on period.
Shut up.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and also follow me on these platforms.